Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing good. So today we are going to start with what is cost accounting and its importance. So chaliye, before starting cost accounting, let us discuss what is cost. बच्चों cost is the amount of resource given up in exchange for goods or services. The resources given up are money or money equivalent expressed in monetary units. For example, take this example. A company is manufacturing pen. A company is manufacturing pen. For 1000 unit of pen, the company has consumed plastic of rupees 1000, ink of rupees 2500, printing of rupees 1500 and labor of rupees 6000. So बच्चों, to manufacture 1000 pen, to manufacture 1000 pen, the company used, the company consumed plastic of rupees 5000, ink of rupees 2500 and printing of rupees 1500, labor of rupees 6000. So 6000 plus 5000 is 11,000 plus 2500 plus 1500, 4000 equals to 15,000. So all these things which are used to manufacture pen is known as cost. So all the resources that are given up, that is plastic resources like plastic, ink, printing, labor, all the resources that are given up to manufacture a pen is known as cost. That is 15,000. So cost is the amount of resource given up in exchange for some goods or services. The resources given up are money or money equivalent expressed in monetary units. But the manufacturing organization is interested in ascertaining the cost per unit of a product manufactured. While an organization rendering services, example transport taking, canteen, electricity company, municipality, etc., is interested in ascertaining the cost of the service it renders. Whatever you are doing, whatever product you are manufacturing, you will always be interested in knowing. You will always be interested in knowing what is the cost per unit. Why do you want to know cost per unit? Now let us take this example. Suppose my company is making plastic glass. At one time, the machine manufactured 1000 glass. Company is manufacturing plastic glass, and at one lot, and in one lot, we manufacture 1000 plastic glass. To manufacture 1000 plastic glass, the material cost is 5000, as you can see. Labor cost is 10,000. Other expenses 2000 and wastage 1000. So total cost of manufacturing 1000 unit of plastic glass is 18,000. To manufacture 1000 unit of plastic glass, total cost incurred is 18,000. That is 5,000 plus 10,000 plus 2,000 plus 1,000. Company wants to earn rupees 2 per glass. Company says that company wants to earn rupees 2 per glass. Now, as long as company do not know the cost per glass, if the company do not know cost per glass, how can a company decide its selling price? Now we know the total cost of manufacturing 1000 glass is 18,000. So cost per glass is 18,000 divided by 1000. That is 18 rupees. So cost of making one glass is rupees 18. Company wants to earn rupees 2 per glass. So company will sell glass at 18 plus 2 20 rupees. So if a company sell a glass in 20 rupees, company will give you a glass and it will take 20 rupees. Out of this 20, 18 rupees is the cost of the company and 2 rupees is the profit because the company wants to earn rupees 2 per glass. That's why costing is very important. because through costing we will get to know cost per unit, and as long as we do not know cost per unit we cannot decide the selling price. As long as we do not know the cost per unit we cannot decide the selling price. In this example we get to know that to manufacture 1000 glass total cost is 18,000. It means the company wants to earn rupees 2 per glass. So the company first of all calculated cost per glass, that is 18,000 divided by 1,000, rupees 18. Cost per glass is 18 rupees. Now, if a company wants to earn rupees 2 per glass, then selling price will be 18 plus 2, that is 20. In the simplest form, cost per unit is arrived at by dividing total expenditure incurred by total unit produced. As you can see in this, total expenditure incurred is 18,000 and total unit produced is 1,000. So we divided 18,000 by 1,000, cost per unit is rupees 80. So cost per unit is arrived at by dividing total expenditure, total cost by total units. If the manufacturer produces more than one product, it becomes imperative to split up the total expenditure between the various products so that the cost of each product can be ascertained separately. Even if only one product is manufactured, it may be necessary to analyze the cost per unit of each item of expenditure that goes to make up the total cost. Now, बच्चों, suppose बच्चों my company is manufacturing a car. In manufacturing a car, there are different departments because one department cannot manufacture everything. That is engine of the car, body of the car, tires of the car, and glass of the car. All these different items cannot be manufactured by one department. So to manufacture a car, we have tire department, body department, and engine department. Three departments are there. To manufacture a car, three departments are there. And to manufacture one car, the tire department uses material of 1 lakh, labor of rupees 2 lakh. So total cost is 3 lakh. Second department is body department. The body department uses material of 3 lakh, labor of 5 lakh, total cost 8 lakh. Engine department uses material 6 lakh, labor 9 lakh, total cost 15 lakh. So total cost of car is 26 lakh, that is 2 lakh plus 8 lakh plus 15 lakh. So this is the total cost of the car. Selling price is 46 lakh. So if selling price is 46 lakh, we will earn a profit of 20 lakh, competitor selling at 45 lakh. Now please try to understand this or you will get confused. But so in manufacturing a car, our company is having three departments: tire department, body department, and engine department. The tire department is manufacturing tires of the car, body department is manufacturing body of the car, and engine department is manufacturing engine of the car. Now, total cost of tire department is 3 lakh. Total cost of tire department is 3 lakh. In tire department, material of 1 lakh is used to manufacture one car and labor of 2 lakh is used to manufacture one car. To manufacture one car, department uses material of 1 lakh and labor of 2 lakh. So total cost is 3 lakh. Okay, sir. In body department, the department uses material of 3 lakh and labor of 5 lakh. So total cost is 8 lakh. Then in engine department, material to make engine is of costing 6 lakh and labor is of 9 lakh. Total cost is 15 lakh. Now 15 plus 8 plus 3, total cost of manufacturing a car is 26 lakh. Total cost of manufacturing a car is 26 lakh. Now बच्चों, selling price is 46 lakh. to manufacture a car, we are getting a cost of 26 lakh. Our car cost is 26 lakh and we are selling the car in the market for 46 lakh. It means we are earning a profit of 20 lakhs because cost of manufacturing the car is 26 lakh, but we are selling the car for 46 lakh. So profit we are earning on a car is of 20 lakh. Competitors, our competitors is selling car for 45 lakh. Now sir, I am selling a car for 46 lakh. Same car, same features. Competitor is selling for 45 lakh. So obviously, if I am selling a car for 46 lakh and my manufacturing is selling the same car for 45 lakh, then all the people will going to buy the car of my manufacturer of my competitor. So I started planning that how can I reduce my cost, because if I will reduce my selling price, suppose I reduce my selling price to 40 lakhs, then obviously my profit will also be reduced. My profit will also be reduced to 14 lakhs. Earlier, I was making a profit of 20 lakhs, but now I am making a profit of just 14 lakhs because I reduced my selling price. This is not a good way. A company will never try to reduce its profit. A company will never try to reduce its profit. So what is the best possible way? Best way is to reduce the cost. Best way is to reduce the cost. So I get to know that tire, if I purchase the tire from outside, the companies which are dedicatedly making only tires, I will get the tires for only rupees 2 lakh. Right now, my tire department is costing 3 lakh. But if I outsource the tire and I purchase the tire from the company which is dedicatedly making the tire, they will give me tire for only 2 lakh. So it will save my 1 lakh rupees. It will save my 1 lakh rupees. So, bachcho, from the company, I am taking the tire. From the company, I am taking the tire. Why they are giving the tire at less than my manufacturing cost? Because the Apollo company from which I am taking the tire is dedicatedly making tires only. They are making lakhs of tires per day. So their cost per tire is very low. That's why they are giving me tire for only rupees 2 lakh. Now the cost of car will be 25 lakh. Now if I reduce my selling price to 45 lakh, my profit will remain the same, that is 20 lakh, because my cost is reduced by 25 lakh. So right now my cost is 25 lakh and I am selling the car for 45 lakh. I am earning the same profit of 20 lakh. The competitor is also selling 45 lakh. Now we are at same level. Now I can survive in the market. So, bachcho, if I have not bifurcated this cost of tire department, body department, and engine department, how will I get to know that where I can save my cost? It is the costing. It is because of costing that help you in determining the cost of each department separately. With the help of costing, I get to know the cost of tire department, cost of body department, and cost of engine department separately. And after that, I make the planning and reduce my costs so that I can reduce my selling price without reducing the profit, and I can sell at the same price my competitor is selling so that I can survive in the market. Then, for a customer, cost means price. For management, cost means expenditure incurred for producing a particular product or rendering a particular service. The process of ascertaining cost is known as costing. But so the process of ascertaining in knowing, the process of knowing the cost is known as costing. Now, bacho, I purchased this mobile phone for rupees 50,000. So if anyone asks me what is the cost of this mobile phone, I will say 50,000. Because for me as a customer, the cost for me is the price that I have given for purchasing this mobile phone. The cost for me is the price that I have given for purchasing this mobile phone. For purchasing this mobile phone, I have paid 50,000 rupees. So, being a customer, for me, the cost of this mobile phone is 50,000 rupees. Means the price I have paid to purchase this mobile phone. For a manufacturer, cost means the resources that are given up in manufacturing this mobile phone. Suppose for a manufacturer, the mobile phone, the cost of making this mobile phone is 40,000. So for a manufacturer, cost is 40,000, and after adding the profit, the manufacturer is selling it for 50,000. So for a customer, the cost is the price that is 50,000 that the customer has given to purchase this mobile phone. Now, for example, a limited manufacturing mobile phone. Expenses incurred to manufacture one mobile phone is material 15,000, labor 10,000, other expenses 5,000. So total cost of manufacturing a mobile phone is 15 plus 10 plus 5, that is 30,000. So बच्चों, this 30,000 is cost for manufacturer. This 30,000 is cost for manufacturer. That is the expenses incurred by a manufacturer to manufacture a mobile phone. Expenses incurred to manufacture one mobile phone. That is material 15,000, labor 10,000, and other expenses 5,000. So total cost is 30,000. Cost for a manufacturer is 30,000. Cost of manufacturing one mobile phone. Now manufacturer is selling the mobile phone for 40,000. It means if I want to purchase this mobile phone, it means if I want to purchase this mobile phone, I have to pay 40,000 rupees. So whatever price I have paid to purchase this mobile phone, whatever price I have paid to purchase this mobile phone, that is 40,000 is cost for a customer. So this 40,000 is cost for customer. So the expenses incurred to manufacture one mobile phone, that is 30,000, is cost for manufacture, and the selling price at the price the consumer is purchasing the mobile phone is cost for the consumer. Now, so what is costing? Through costing, we get to know what is the cost of a product. So costing is a technique or process of ascertaining cost. These techniques consist of principles and rules which govern the procedure of ascertaining cost of product or services. The techniques to be followed for the analysis of expenses and the process of different products or services differ from industry to industry. The main objective of costing is to analyze of financial records so as to subdivide expenditure and to allocate it carefully to selected cost units and hence to build up a total cost for the department, process or jobs or contracts of the undertaking. So बच्चों, through costing we will get to know what is the cost of different departments so that we can increase or decrease the cost of particular department. We can control the cost of a particular department. We can control the wastage if the wastage is more in a department. So we can focus on that particular department and we can control the cost of that particular department. For example, Apple company. बच्चों, we all know Apple is manufacturing iPhone. The cost of making or manufacturing 100 Apple watches, material 50,000, labor 1,50,000, other expense 70,000, wastage 30,000. Now, total cost for 100 watches, total cost for manufacturing 100 watches is 3 lakh. So, cost of one watch is 3 lakh divided by 100, that is 3,000. Profit is 20%. Company wants to earn a profit of 20%. What is the selling price? So, sir, now, बच्चों, through costing, we get to know that what is the cost of 100 watches. The company is manufacturing 100 Apple watches in one lot. Company is manufacturing 100 Apple watches in one lot. Through costing, we get to know that the company has incurred rupees 50,000 on material. Company has incurred rupees 1,50,000 on labor. Company has incurred other expenses of 70,000 and the wastage is of 30,000. So cost of 100 watches is 3 lakh. How? 3 lakh, that is 50,000 plus 1,50,000 plus 70,000 plus 30,000. So the cost of manufacturing 100 watches is 3 lakh. So how much is cost for manufacturing one watch? That is 3 lakh divided by 100. 3 lakh divided by 100. So cost of manufacturing one Apple watch is 3,000. Company wants to earn a profit of 20%. So let us calculate the profit. 3,000 into 20 divided by 100. So it will come at 600. So the company wants to earn a profit of 600 on one watch. Company wants to earn a profit of 600 on one watch. Then what will be the selling price? Selling price is 3,000 plus profit 600. So selling price is 3,600 rupees. How I have been able to calculate selling price? I have been able to calculate selling price because of costing. It is with the help of costing I am able to calculate selling price of Apple Watch. So if the company will sell the Apple Watch for 3,600, then the company will earn a profit of 600. That is 20%. Now I'm moving ahead, sharing another PPT with you. Importance of cost accounting. What is the importance of cost accounting? The limitations of financial accounting have made the management to realize the importance of cost accounting. Whatever may be the type of business, it involves expenditure on material, labor, and item required for manufacturing and disposing of a product. But to whatever type of business you do, whatever product you manufacture, whatever service you provide, you have to incur the expenditure on labor, material, and other overhead. For example, I am manufacturing this remote. I am manufacturing the remotes. So to manufacture the remote, I want the material plastic, I want some labors and other expenses like factory rent, gatekeeper, supervisor, etc. So whatever may be the type of business, it involves expenditure on labor, material, and other overhead, other items required for manufacturing and disposing of the product. Management has to avoid the possibility of wastage at each stage. But so how can a company grow? in market. How can a company survive in market? A company can only survive if the company is able to avoid the unnecessary wastage. Always the management try to avoid the wastage at each stage of production. The less the wastage, the more the profit. Wastage should be less, only then the profit should be more. So at every stage, the company, the management try to reduce the wastage as much possible as it can. It has to ensure that no machine remains idle. Efficient labor get due incentive, byproducts are properly utilized and costs are properly affected. But to management always try to check that no machine remain idle, no worker remain idle. They should keep on working so productivity can be more. If a machine can manufacture 100 mobile phone, and because the machine is remaining idle for 2 hours daily, the machine is able to manufacture only 80 mobile phone. So the management will see that the machine is remaining idle for 2 hours. That's why it is manufacturing only 80 mobile phone. If the machine work continuously, then we can manufacture 100 mobile phone. And more productivity, more and more sale, more and more profit. Beside the management, creditors and employees are also benefited by numerous ways by installation of a good costing system. Cost accounting increases the overall productivity of an organization. Thus, importance of cost accounting can be discussed under the following head. So, बच्चों, through installing proper cost accounting system, not only management but our employee will also get the benefit. That is because suppose I am working in a company, the company is earning a profit of 10 lakh. Now, as long as the profit of company do not increase, the company is not going to give me any incentive, or the company is not going to increase my salary. The company will give me promotion, will increase the salary, will give the incentive or bonus only when the company earn more profit, because the company do not cannot give you money out of the pocket. The company can give you money out of the profit. The more the profit, the more the benefit employees will get. Creditors, if the creditors see that the company is following very good costing system, they will also give you material on credit without any fear. If the creditor sees that the company's costing system is very efficient, the creditor will also give you material on credit without any fear of getting their money lost. Now, importance of cost accounting as an aid to management, costing as an aid to creditor, costing as an aid to employees, costing as an aid to national economy. Now, costing as an aid to management. Number one, cost accounting helps in periods of trade depression and trade competition. In the period of trade depression, management cannot afford to have losses which pass unchecked. Management must know the area where the economy should be brought. But so in the period of trade depression, we all know that because of Corona today and because of cutthroat competition in the market, a company whose cost is more and selling price is more cannot survive in the market. To survive in the market, you have to keep your selling price at very low level. Only then the customer will get attracted. Because each product in the market after the class one, because each product in the market, whatever type of product you are manufacturing, each product in the market have many competition. For example, you take mobile phone. Mobile phone is manufactured by Vivo, iPhone, Samsung, OnePlus, MI. Example, you take example of shoes, Nike, Puma, Adidas, Woodland, Red Tape. You take example of television, Sony, LG, Samsung. So whatever product you manufacture in a market, every product have cutthroat competition, large amount of competition in the market. And if your company do not give product at a low selling price, you will not be able to survive in the market. One day your company will be out of the market. So in order to survive in the market, you have to keep your selling price low. So if the company do not reduce the cost, if the company do not reduce the wastage, how can you reduce the selling price? So बच्चों management, how the costing will help management? Through costing, management will able to know that which department is having more cost. The management will focus on the department and will try to reduce the cost, will try to increase the efficiency of labor. If the management see that this particular department is having more wastage, the management will try to find out the reason and will try to reduce the wastage, will try to control the wastage so that selling price can be reduced and the product can survive in the market. Costing help in price fixation, as I already told you. We have done some examples. Let's suppose a company is manufacturing this mobile phone. Company want to earn a profit of rupees 10,000. A company want to earn a profit of rupees 10,000 on this mobile phone. But how can a per company decide the selling price as long as the company do not know the cost price? For example, company company is manufacturing television. Okay, sir. Company manufacturing television, very very good. Company wants to earn rupees 10,000 per TV. Company manufacturing television and company wants to earn rupees 10,000 per television. Okay. Now, बच्चों, selling price. What will be the selling price? What will be the selling price? Sir, selling price will be whatever the cost price is plus rupees 10,000 profit. Cost price rupees 10,000 the company wants to earn is equals to selling price. So most importantly is I want to know the cost. As long as I do not know the cost, how can I fix the selling price? As long as I do not know the cost, how can I fix the selling price? Without knowing the cost, no one can fix a selling price. So now the company knows that cost is rupees 30,000. So the company can fix the selling price now. Cost 30,000. Okay, now I want to earn a profit of 10,000. So my selling price will be 40,000. So if the company will sell the television for 40,000, out of the 40,000, 30,000 is cost, a company is earning 10,000 profit. So costing will help you in ascertaining the selling price. Without costing, it will not be possible to ascertain the selling price. Cost accounting help in making estimates. Okay. Educate costing record provide a reliable basis for making estimates and quoting tenders. समझो बच्चों, I am into a construction business. There is a tender which government has bring of building a road from Jaipur to Delhi. Now I want a tender. As long as I do not know my cost, how can I fill the tender at the lowest price possible? So most important is that you should know your cost. Cost accounting helps in channelizing production on right line. Obviously, proper costing information makes it possible for the management to distinguish between profitable and non-profitable activity. Profits can be maximized by concentrating on profitable operation and eliminating non-profitable operation. For example, here okay. Let us take an example. My company name is A Limited. Manufacturing laptop and bags. My company is manufacturing two things. One is laptop and one is bag. My company name is A Limited, and this company A Limited is manufacturing two products, laptop and bags. Now, cost of laptop 1 lakh. Total cost of laptop is 1 lakh. Selling price, yeah, you can say sales. Sales is of rupees 2 lakh. Company earned a profit of 1 lakh. My company is manufacturing laptop and bags. The cost of manufacturing laptop is 1 lakh. We sold the laptop for 2 lakhs. So profit earned is 1 lakh. That is 2 lakh minus 1 lakh. Now, cost of bags. Cost of bags is 1,50,000. Sales is 1 lakh. So there is a loss of 50,000. But total profit or loss of AB Limited. Total profit of A Limited. One lakh minus 50,000 loss. 50,000. Now, bachcho, suppose I am a owner of this company. I will check my profit. Okay, my profit is 50,000. Good. Let us continue. But bachcho, through costing, we have bifurcated the profit and loss of laptop and profit and loss of bags. We get to know that our laptop department is having a profit of 1 lakh and our bag department is having a loss of 50,000. And because of this bag department, our profit is reduced by 50,000 and remains only 50,000. Now, being a sensible, reliable, or you can say intelligent businessman, what I will do, I will discontinue this manufacturing of bag. If I discontinue the manufacturing of bag, then this loss will not be there and my profit will be 1 lakh. So, bachcho, through cost accounting, I will get to know that which department is having profit and which department is having loss. If any department is having loss, I will discontinue the operation, and I will keep on continuing the operation of the department which is having profit. Chaliye. Tire manufacturing. Suppose, bachcho, in one day, my company manufacturing 40,000 unit of tire, 10,000 unit of body, and 5,000 unit of steering. How many car can a company manufacture in one day? Bachcho, in one day, how many car a company can manufacture? We all know all know that in a car there are 4 tires. In a car there are 4 tires. Our company is manufacturing 40,000 tires in one day. So 40,000 tire in one day. So in one tire, in one just a minute. In one car we use 4 tires. So how many cars? 10,000 cars we can manufacture. Okay, sir. Our company can manufacture 40,000 tires. So 40,000 tires can be assembled in 10,000 cars because one car use 4 tires. One car use 4 tires. So 40,000 tires can assemble in 10,000 cars. Okay. Body. 40,000 units of bodies manufacturing, it means we can manufacture 10,000 cars because our companies manufacture 10,000 bodies in one day. It means we can manufacture 10,000 cars. Now steering. But so in one car we require one steering. In one car we require one steering. Our company is manufacturing only 5,000 steering in one day. Our company is manufacturing only 5,000 steering in one day. It means I can manufacture only 5,000 cars. So it means I can manufacture only 5,000 cars. Now the management will see that tire department is capable of manufacturing tires for 10,000 cars. Body department is capable of manufacturing body for 10,000 cars, but steering department is capable of manufacturing car for only 5,000 cars. That's why we are having a loss of productivity. We can produce 10,000 cars, but because of steering department, we are manufacturing only 5,000 cars. Now the management, what management will do? Management will either outsource 5,000 steering. Management is making 5,000 steering and management will outsource 5,000 steering. Total 10,000 steering it will get. Now the manufacturer can manufacture 10,000 cars, or the manufacturer will install more machines, more labor in steering department. The manufacturer will install more machines and more labor in the steering department so that steering department can manufacture 10,000 steering. Tire department is manufacturing 40,000 cars, 40,000 units, which is enough for 10,000 cars. Very good. Body department is manufacturing 10,000 units of body, which is enough for 10,000 cars. But steering department is manufacturing only 5,000 steering, and 5,000 steering can be utilized only in 5,000 cars. So now the management, what management will do to increase the productivity? Management will install more machines and more labor only in steering department so that the production of car can increase. So बच्चों, through costing we bifurcated the department tire, body and steering. Now management get to know that steering department, because of steering department we cannot manufacture 10,000 cars. So management will focus on steering department only, and management will install machine and increase the labor only in steering department so that steering production can increase. If the steering production will increase, the productivity of car will automatically increase. So bachcho, rest we will do in next class. Thank you everyone for joining. Please take care, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you so much.